Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about a name that carries serious weight in muscle car history, the Plymouth GTX, for 2026. This legendary badge makes a thunderous return, bringing with it the perfect blend of classic American muscle charm and modern performance technology. The new GTX isn't just a retro tribute, it's a bold, unapologetic grand tour built for power, comfort, and presence. The first thing you notice is the stance. The 2026 GTX sits wide, low, and menacing, with styling cues that clearly nod to its late 60s and early 70s South heritage. Up front, there's a wide, rectangular grille framed by modern LED headlights with a thin, aggressive daytime running light signature that seems to glare at you. The grille carries a subtle chrome surround, a classy touch against the otherwise modern aggression. The hood is muscular with dual functional scoops feeding air into the powerhouse underneath, and you can even spec optional air grabber intakes for a more nostalgic look. The bumper integrates aerodynamic splitters that help keep the big coupe planted at speed without looking overstyled. From the side, the car screams muscle. The proportions are pure GT, long hood, fastback roofline, and short rear deck, all balanced on massive wheels. Base models ride on 20-inch alloys, but performance trims get lightweight forged 21-inch wheels wrapped in ultra-high performance tires. A strong shoulder line runs the length of the car, and the rear haunches flare subtly to cover the wide rear track. The greenhouse has a slightly chopped look, giving it an aggressive stance while still allowing decent visibility. Door handles sit flush with the body, and small chrome GTX badges on the fenders remind you this is something special. The rear is just as striking. Full-width LED taillights are styled to mimic the shape of the original GTX's lights, but with a modern, razor-thin design. Between them, the Plymouth badge sits proudly, flanked by subtle chrome accents. The trunk lid carries a low lip spoiler, and the rear bumper houses either dual or quad exhaust tips depending on the trim. A diffuser sits low for stability, and the overall rear view leaves no doubt you're looking at a performance machine. Inside, the GTX delivers a grand touring vibe with a performance edge. The cabin is spacious for a coupe, with high-quality materials like leather, suede, and optional carbon fiber or brushed aluminum trim. The front seats are deeply bolstered yet comfortable for long drives, with heating, cooling, and massage functions. Available. The dashboard blends modern tech with retro inspiration. The digital gauge cluster can display classic-style dials or full modern performance readouts, including G-force, lap timers, and engine vitals. The central infotainment screen runs the latest Stellantis software, offering wireless smartphone integration, navigation, and customizable widgets. Beneath it, you still get physical controls for climate and key driving functions, which is a welcome touch in an age of all touchscreen interfaces. The rear seats are usable for adults on shorter trips, and the trunk space is generous enough for a weekend getaway. After all, this is a grand touring coupe at heart. Under the hood, the 2026 GTX offers multiple personalities. The base engine is a twin-turbo 3.0-liter Hurricane inline-6, making a strong 450 horsepower, perfect for those who want performance without going all out. Step up to the mid-tier 6.4-liter naturally aspirated HEMI V8, and you're looking at 500 horsepower with a glorious old-school soundtrack. But the real headline is the top-tier supercharged 6.2-liter HEMI V8, tuned to deliver a monstrous 760 horsepower and over 650 pounds-ft of torque. That setup rockets the GTX from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3.5 seconds and pushes a top speed well into supercar territory. Power goes through an 8-speed automatic, with a 6-speed manual available on the V8 models for those who want the purest experience. Rear-wheel drive is standard, but an advanced all-wheel drive option is available for the Hurricane-powered GTX to make it a true all-weather muscle car. On the road, the GTX feels every bit as capable as its spec sheet promises. The adaptive suspension balances ride comfort with sharp handling, allowing it to cruise effortlessly on highways or attack twisty back roads with confidence. Steering is precise, body roll is minimal, and the braking system, with massive Brembo calipers, inspires total trust. Even with its size and power, the car feels planted and predictable, which makes exploiting its performance far less intimidating than you might expect. Pricing for the 2026 Plymouth GTX starts around $55,000 for the Hurricane-powered model, climbs to the mid-$60,000s for the 6.4 HEMI and tops out near $90,000 for the supercharged flagship. Fully optioned with performance and luxury packages, you can push it into six-figure territory, but that still undercuts many European GTS with far less muscle. The 2026 Plymouth GTX isn't just a comeback story, it's proof that there's still a place for big, bold, unapologetic American grand tourers. It blends retro charm with modern engineering, offering multiple flavors of performance to suit different drivers. Whether you want a comfortable cruiser, a drag strip monster, or a road trip companion that can dust sports cars, the GTX has an answer. Thanks for tuning in, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the rebirth of another Mopar legend, hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth reviews, and let me know in the comments which engine you'd choose, the Hurricane, the HEMI, or the supercharged beast. Until next time, keep the tires warm and the throttle wide.